Were you ever that one in a million? If so, what's your story? I was given a 0.01% chance of walking again after a drunk driver hit me head-on during my senior year of high school. The accident happened 2 weeks before graduation. I was driving home from my final track practice. I'd just qualified for state championships in the 800 meters. The doctors didn't sugarcoat it. My spinal cord was severely damaged, both legs shattered. The neurosurgeon told my parents to prepare for me using a wheelchair permanently. I remember lying in that hospital bed, staring at my track medals hanging on the wall, feeling my dreams dissolving. For the first month, I couldn't feel anything below my weight. The physical therapist would poke my legs with hints, and I'd watch with detachment, like they weren't even mine. My coach visited every day, bringing teammates who awkwardly stood around my bed, not knowing what to say. Eventually, they stopped coming. The night of graduation, my friends sent videos from the ceremony. I turned off my phone and cried until the nurse came in to check my vitals. That's when I felt it, the faintest tingling in my left big toe. I thought I was imagining things, but when the nurse pressed on it, I flinched. The doctors were skeptical. They called it phantom sensation, my brain playing trick. But a week later, I could wiggle that toe. Barely noticeable, but it was movement. That tiny motion became my obsession. While other teenagers spent summer at beaches and parties, I spent 12 hours a day trying to make my toe move more. My physical therapist, Maria, was the only person who believed it wasn't just spasms. Your case is different, she'd whisper, as if telling me a secret. I've seen thousands of spinal injuries, and something about yours, I think you might be that miracle case. 3 months after the accident, I felt a burning sensation shoot down my leg, like fire racing through my veins. The doctors said it was nerve regeneration, something that almost never happens with spinal injuries like mine. More painful than anything I'd ever experienced, but I welcomed every excruciating second. By Christmas, I could move my left leg enough to knock a balloon off my bed. My parents filmed it, showing it to every doctor who'd told us to accept reality. Most of them just shook their heads, calling it an anomaly that wouldn't lead to functional movement. 1 year after the accident, I stood for the first time. 30 seconds between parallel bars, sweat pouring down my face, arms shaking violently from holding my weight, but I stood. Maria cried. My mom fainted. My dad just kept saying, I knew it, over and over. The progress was agonizingly slow. 2 years of daily 4-hour therapy sessions, learning to move my right leg, which was more damaged, falls, frustration, days where I wanted to give up, but that first step, when it finally came, was worth everything. 3 steps across my bedroom using a walker before collapsing in exhaustion. I returned to my old high school track on the 3rd anniversary of my accident. My former coach watched from the bleachers as Maria helped me stand at the starting line. It took me 41 minutes to complete 1 lap. Each step deliberate, painful, using 4-arm crutches, but I finished. The local newspaper called it the Miracle Mile. The driver who hit me showed up that day. He'd served 2 years for DUI and was recently released. He stood quietly at the edge of the track, watching. When I finished, he approached, tears streaming down his face. I don't deserve your forgiveness, he said. I didn't offer it. Instead, I handed him one of my crutches. Hey, walk with me, I said. 1 more lap. We circled the track together, him supporting my weak side, both of us limping forward in silence. Today, I walk with just a slight limp. I graduated college last year, physical therapy major. Now I work with spinal cord patients, showing them my videos when they lose hope. The doctors still use my case in medical journals, labeling it a statistical anomaly. But I know it wasn't just luck or miracle nerve regeneration. It was 10,000 hours of pushing against impossible odds, one microscopic movement at a time. Last month, I returned to that same track again. This time I ran. Not quickly, not gracefully, but I ran. The driver who hit me comes to watch sometimes. He's 5 years sober now, speaks at high schools about drunk driving. When patients ask if they could be that one in a million who walks again, I don't give them false hope. I just tell them what Maria told me. The statistics don't matter when you're the one.